Hi, my name is Lauren, and I grew up in a Christian home. I grew up very much a good girl. When I was 8, my relationship with Jesus was very simple, where you just go to church and pray. But soon, entering like the preteen and early teenage years, really trying to figure out who I was. And looking back, I see that I always desired to look like somebody that seemed to me to have it together, or at least to have what I thought I wanted. And then as got into college and then met my husband, looking at these godly examples and thinking, okay, let me just get this together. And then especially in marriage, that just amplifying things, where I thought, okay, I've got to be a good enough wife and a good enough student. I could be a good enough, fill in the blank. And I was falling miserably short. So he graciously let me fail. He let me be weak. He let me be frustrated and to experience dissatisfaction in everything, even getting to do the things that I thought, if I could just do this. He just didn't let me feel that satisfaction in it. And so I got to this point. I had a baby at that time. I finally knew something had to give. Like, I couldn't live this way anymore. And it wasn't a huge hang-up. It wasn't drugs. It wasn't, but it was a huge hang-up, but it wasn't huge in maybe other people's minds. But it was this obsession with my identity and who I was and myself. And I felt like that Israelite in the middle of the dry riverbed, with the Lord saying, move on, trust me in this, push through. And so moving on for me meant admitting that I was weak, admitting that I didn't have it all together, and admitting that something was wrong with my heart. For me, that was finally coming to the end of myself, and especially in front of people, because a lot of my identity had been through other people's eyes. To finally say, even though I'm a pastor's wife, I don't have it all together, and I need Jesus. I need His gospel. I need His gospel that saved me to also transform me and sustain me, because I'd started kind of just trying to do it on my own. That's been a journey, and I have not arrived, nor will I ever arrive on this side of things, but it is a place where the Lord's spoken sweetly to say, you are mine. You are my child, and I don't call you to a position. I don't call you to be like this other person I've made. I've called you to be my child, and for you to cling to me, to look to me for your identity, for your worth, for your calling, that I would just be His and be content in that.